what do you think? I mean, what's the reason behind PDM's, even if you don't acknowledge failure at this time, there certainly seems to be a lull. And, there's no clarity. How do you see the future? Do you think that this is only temporary? Do you think that the government is perhaps being over-optimistic, thinking that the movement itself has taken a hit? Or, what is your take on this?
The biggest question is not going to be asked to the PDM. It is going to remain to the government that how have they performed? How much have they delivered? And I think that question remains there. When we talk about PDM, I think there are two things, there are many things. Number one, the unity of 11 parties is intact. The agenda, the 26 agendas are intact. Now, obviously, yes, strategy has changed over the resignation, and that has been majorly because, different parties, even though the goal is the same, the intensity and how to reach there, there were different versions, and we feel that by resigning, the government would not have fallen when it was discussed in detail. That strategy did change, but that was not our only strategy. We have the long march coming up. We could go for in-house change. We are going to keep on, putting awareness across Pakistanis about the performance of this government and where we're heading. And at the end of the day, Mahrukh, what is...
Right, let me just clarify. When you say that there is, you could go for in-house change, you're saying that, you would be okay with somebody else taking Imran Khan's place. At this time, you're talking about performance, you're talking about the government's, overall how the government has been doing and criticism on it. But you started with a very clear anti-establishment stance. The PML ended, and then it seems to have veered away from that, and now it's talking about other issues like inflation and price hike and performance, all of those things. So what is it really?
You see, when you read the 26th point, it includes all that, and we were never anti-establishment. We were only anti-establishment participating in democracy, which they're not supposed to as per the constitution. So we are pro-army, we are pro-Pakistan armed forces, and we are pro-everything, but we want the constitution to be followed as it is written. And, every institute should be working within their mandate. So that stance is still there, and we want that we should decide on how this country is going to be governed in the future, specifically in view of the establishment participating beyond the constitution. So that narrative has not changed, and it will not change in the future.
Yes. The PDM, do you think that perhaps the PDM, was not cognizant of the relationship between the PDM, the government and the establishment? You underestimated it, or because when you talk about anti-establishment,
Mahrukh, only one thing has changed. That is the stance on resignation. Yes, that has, it has mellowed down, and obviously now it's not going to happen. All parties, I don't think they're going to go for it. So that thing has changed, but everything else remains the same. I mean, and the best thing, what is most important is that a strong opposition is good for the country. So whatever has happened according to the Constitution of Pakistan, and nothing undemocratic has happened up till now.
And so what are you now, is the PDM now promulgating new strategies?
First of all, let me respond to what has been said. It seems that everything is hunky-dory and the country is, progressing like anything. That is not the case. 3-4 months have not passed. Actually, almost 3 years have passed, and the window of opportunity is actually closing for the government, because nothing has been delivered as of yet. None of the promises have been fulfilled, and we're not even reaching to the point where we can see that maybe in a year or 2 years they're going to be fulfilled. IMF has actually predicted a GDP growth of 0.5% for this year, which means that there is going to be zero job creation. So, inflation is still above 8%, and when you compare it to the region, it's pretty high. Yes, Corona has helped the government that the debt has been rescheduled, you're not in the IMF program. When the reality kicks in, when all of this happens, the government, things are not easy. Look at the fiscal deficit already. So I think...
Right, of course. As far as, issues of governance is concerned, as far as price hike, inflation is concerned, those issues may be there, but do you think that it was essential for this kind of jalsas, for this kind of, rallies, the way that the PDM has tried to mobilize people? Because you have clearly said, you're not saying that we're just criticizing the Prime Minister, his performance, you are saying go Imran Khan, go.
Of course, and that movement is still on. And as far as I know, Banu and Bahawalpur responded early. The response of the public was amazing. All of our public rallies have been good, and we're satisfied with the response. Yes, again, I would repeat that one strategy, which was to, resign in March. That has changed because, when we discussed that in detail, it would not have brought in the result that the government would fall. So we're going for our other strategies, as I've said, the in-house team, the long march. So we have many options still left, and I think the pressure is on the government, which wanted to shift the elections, which has arrested
pressure. The government doesn't seem to be taking any pressure, because the government has said, you said I will resign, the government said go ahead. You have now decided, according to you, that you will not resign. So the backtracking is happening from your side.
No, I think the government is under tremendous pressure, and the proof or the evidence is, look what happened to Khwaja Asif. Their accountability drive is moving along the schedule of PDM. If there is a rally somewhere, the anti-corruption starts its movement in that area. They start arresting MPAs, local MPAs and MNAs. There's one rally, and then dozens of spokespersons are responding to aggressively. So the government is obviously under pressure, and the biggest pressure is the pressure to perform, which is not happening. And they're, desperately trying to build a narrative that, there is an economic turnaround, whereas there isn't. Just, for example, take exports, which have only increased 5% compared to last.
So you are happy with the government, the pressure on the government, and the fact that, they're under pressure to perform, which, would be great as far as the opposition is concerned, if you were not asking for a Prime Minister who has been elected, whatever the PDM may say, to resign.
I'll tell you what, our narrative is that, this government is a coalition government, where the coalition is not natural. It is a forced coalition by some undemocratic forces. And now that, once that is removed, this government is going to fall. So there are many strategies which can come in the future, and we are still going for that aim, which is to get rid of this government. And also, during that process, putting a great pressure on the government to wake up from its slumber. Otherwise, they're going to go with these strategies which the PDM is bringing along.